We get hate because we lasered our baby's face.
Instantly, the moment he was born, we got the confirmation that it was a port wine stain birthmark. He had his first laser treatment when he was 5 months old.
I felt like I needed to put my son's story out there. One person told me to put my child down. Other people say you're an abusive parent and you shouldn't be doing this to your child. That hurt a little bit.
Have you ever regretted your decision to get treatment for Kingsley at such a young age?
Oh, where are you going? Hey, hey. No.
My pregnancy with Kingsley was smooth sailing right up until we had him. There was nothing to alert us that anything was wrong.
If you want to sit up, you can. Mummy's just got to put this on. Ready? Wow. Instantly, the moment he was born, they knew it was a birthmark, but we didn't know what type yet. And then we got the confirmation that day that it was a port wine stain birthmark. And then obviously later on, we found out about the Sturge-Weber Syndrome.
When we started Googling, that's when I started getting concerned because of the type of birthmark it was, and the pictures that are in Google Images scared the hell out of us. So it would affect his eyesight. It could be linked to Sturge-Weber Syndrome, which then would be neurological issues.
Oh, oh, oh.
There's also the complications in the future with the port wine stain birthmark itself, where it can develop growths, vascular blebs, where it can bleed out and the face becomes disproportioned. Yeah, there was quite a few issues.
He had his first laser treatment when he was 5 months old. It was probably one of the most difficult decisions I've ever had to make.
Were you scared when Kingsley went in for his laser treatment?
Absolutely scared. I was, as a parent, like, it was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to kind of go into. I couldn't stay in the room. I actually left the room, whereas Dad was in there with him, but everything in me just broke.
Did Kingsley need to have laser surgery?
There are a lot of parents that
Don't.
choose not to. A lot of people think we're going to let our child make that decision when they're older.
Have you ever regretted your decision to get treatment for Kingsley at such a young age?
During the process, yeah.
We had
But-
moments when he was crying and that, like, we were like, we don't want to do this again. And like by the fourth one, it was kind of like, do we go again or not? The whole thing was difficult, but would we regret it? Absolutely not. We didn't want to wait. We wanted to do it then and there, and then he won't remember. It'd be a lot more stressful when he's older than when he was a baby. After the laser treatment had stopped, and it looked really painful. I feel like it looked
bad.
worse than how he felt, because he was fine afterwards. He was happy.
Yeah. Are you sharing? Oh.
When Kingsley was born and we were really kind of taken back with everything, we had no clue what this was. I felt like I needed to
Come, Mama.
put my son's story out there to spread awareness around it.
You have been asking on my son's birthmark and the year of hell that we have had. If it's not a birthmark, then what is it? He has what they call Sturge-Weber Syndrome.
I had a lot of other parents of port wine stain children just come up to me and like message me and thank me, and they'd be like, thank you for sharing your story. This means a lot to my child. I had a lot of families say, like, this has helped me, made my decision easier. Then I had the negative side. One person told me to put my child down. Other people say you're an abusive parent and you shouldn't be doing this to your child. That we were horrible people, we shouldn't have kids, social welfare should come take our children. He should make the decision for himself when he's older. Yeah, there was a few hurtful comments, and at the beginning it used to get to me a lot, but I chose, rather than react, to educate them. And if they don't want to be educated, to block.
Hello. How are you? Good, thank you.
Our families they supported us to have to decide on doing laser for him.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Who's that? Is that Nanny? You want to go to Nanny?
When I heard that Kingsley was getting laser surgery, I knew that it was for his best interest. I know his parents are doing the best they can and what's best for him. And it's when he goes to school, it's all those things. People can be pretty cruel. People don't know the real story. They only just see things written up, but they actually don't know the reasons behind it.
Worst thing that we would have had said is just saying that like I'm a horrible mum. We're child abusers. Just the abusive part really kind of got to me because, you know, we love and care for our kids. So that hurt a little bit.
He's smiling.
I just feel they judge people, but you're always going to get that. I would have made that decision to have him have the laser treatment without a doubt.
How do you feel about the way he looks now?
I feel like he's always looked great.
Like it's still there. His birthmark is always going to be there. It's just purely to make the skin healthier and obviously in the same time it is going to lighten it. But he's beautiful. I love him. I love him. I think he's got the most beautiful little head.
Remember, people are always going to give you criticism, especially if you put it out there online, but don't take it in too much, don't take it to heart. Make decisions based on the best choices you think are for your children.
What does the future hold for you as a family?
Keep spreading awareness for our son's conditions. Yeah, just keep going up from here, I guess, and educating ourselves and just making sure our children have the best life.